Sometimes you don't need a 100-hour epic. Sometimes all you need is a quiet evening, a warm drink, and one unforgettable game you can finish in a single sitting. These are not just bite-sized adventures, they're full-course meals, served quickly, but lingering in your mind long after the credits roll. Welcome to a curated journey through 10 of the best indie games on Steam that you can beat in just one sitting. Let's begin.
Number 1. A short hike. On a small, tranquil island surrounded by whispering winds and pixelated pine trees, Claire, a young bird, needs to get phone reception. To do that, she must reach the summit of Hawk Peak. A short hike is exactly what the title suggests, but it's also a short hike into your own nostalgia. Charming, gentle, and filled with things to do at your own pace, fishing, swimming, helping strangers, gliding from cliffs. It's like taking a breath of fresh air in the middle of your daily chaos. There are no enemies, no pressure, only nature, exploration, and quiet joy. You'll finish it in under 2 hours, but your heart, it might stay up there on the mountain.
Number 2. What Remains of Edith Finch? A haunted house, a family curse, and a girl returning to uncover her lineage, room by room. What Remains of Edith Finch isn't horror, it's memory. It's pain wrapped in surrealism, with every chapter played through the eyes of a different Finch family member, each one meeting an untimely and tragic end. The gameplay constantly shifts. One moment you're flying as an owl, another you're slicing fish on an assembly line while imagining you're a king. It takes just 2 hours to play, but emotionally, it's a descent into the poetry of loss, legacy, and the stories we leave behind.
Number 3. Journey. There are no words, no instructions, just sand, wind, and a figure in a robe climbing toward the light of a mountain in the distance. Originally a PlayStation exclusive, Journey arrived on Steam like a whisper carried by the desert breeze. You're alone, and yet sometimes not. Another silent traveler may join you, controlled by a real player, though you'll never speak or type to one another. It's not about difficulty, it's about emotion. The music, the imagery, the mystery, it all builds to one of the most moving endings in gaming. Roughly 90 minutes long, yet it feels like a lifetime.
Number 4. Donut County. Ever wanted to play as a literal hole in the ground? Donut County is a quirky physics puzzle game where you control an ever-growing hole, swallowing up everything in sight, from trash cans to houses to entire neighborhoods. You play as BK, a mischievous raccoon responsible for the chaos, and the narrative unfolds in a hilariously self-aware fashion. It's clever, funny, surprisingly touching. A perfect palate cleanser when you're tired of grim and gritty stories. And yes, it only takes 2 hours, but the smile it leaves might last longer. Number 5. Inside. No words, only footsteps. A boy runs through a shadowy world filled with danger, secrecy, and something sinister lurking beneath the surface. Inside is the spiritual successor to Limbo, and it's even more haunting. A 2.5D platformer that uses silence and dread like instruments, crafting an atmosphere so thick you can almost taste it. You'll question everything. The puzzles are tight, the animation immaculate, and the ending? Oh, the ending. Just under 3 hours, enough to leave your jaw on the floor.
Number 6. Before Your Eyes. Imagine controlling a game by blinking. In Before Your Eyes, your webcam tracks your eyes. Every time you blink, the story progresses. sometimes skipping a second, a memory, or a lifetime. You play as Benjamin Bryn, a soul looking back on his life, one blink at a time. The twist? The game knows when you want to linger, and it makes you let go. It's not just clever, it's devastatingly emotional. You'll finish it in 90 minutes. You may need longer to recover. Number 7. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. You are Stanley. Stanley works in an office. Stanley pushes buttons. But one day, Stanley discovers the buttons no longer do anything. And the narrator starts telling the story of your choices, even when you don't make any. The Stanley Parable is a game that breaks itself, a meta-commentary on free will, game design, and the absurdity of choice. In this updated Ultra Deluxe edition, new endings, paths, and bizarre twists await, often hilarious, sometimes disturbing. You'll finish one path in 15 minutes, but you'll play again and again and again until you're not sure who's really in control anymore. Number 8. To the Moon. Two scientists travel through the memories of a dying man, trying to fulfill his final wish, to go to the moon. To the Moon isn't flashy. It was built in RPG Maker with pixel art and minimal interaction. But what it lacks in gameplay, it makes up for in story. Raw, heartfelt, and deeply human. You'll explore Johnny's memories, puzzle out his past, and witness love, regret, and sacrifice. All set to one of the most beautiful soundtracks ever composed. Just 4 hours, and you'll never forget it. Number 9. Gorogoa. Imagine a puzzle game with no pieces, but infinite frames. Gorogoa is a hand-drawn, multi-panel game where you slide, zoom, and align illustrations like tiles, revealing hidden connections and opening doorways between dreams and reality. There's no tutorial, no dialogue, just art, logic, and the subtle unraveling of a strange and beautiful tale. It's short, around 90 minutes, but the mental gymnastics it asks of you? Brilliant, rewarding, unforgettable. Number 10. Firewatch. You are Henry. You take a job as a fire lookout in Wyoming's Shoshone National Forest, trying to escape a troubled past. Your only companion? Delilah, a voice on the radio. Firewatch isn't about fires. It's about isolation, connection, and the emotional unraveling of two strangers drawn together across canyons and walkie-talkies. Every tree, every sunset, every radio call feels intimate. You're walking through a story that feels personal, even though it isn't yours. Roughly 3 to 4 hours long, and by the end, it feels like a farewell to someone you never actually met. These are not just short games. They are echoes of something larger. Artworks that fit into an evening but expand in your memory. Some will make you laugh. Some might make you cry. Others will leave you wondering what just happened. But all of them? They'll remind you that time isn't measured in hours. It's measured in impact. And sometimes, one sitting is all you need to experience something unforgettable. If you enjoyed this journey through the world of one-sitting indie games, don't forget to like, share, and follow for more narrative-driven gaming explorations. And remember, not every great adventure takes 100 hours. Some only need one.